The owl. What to the festival was the significance of the owl? Just to look badass?
No, that's like their mascot because they call them owl passes, the tickets. So it's like the EDC owl. It's like their thing. Okay. So maybe you're right. Maybe they are subconsciously making us worship the fucking shit. I can tell you right now, though, I'm not easy to succumb to that. I just look at him like, damn, that's a big-ass owl. That's cool.
That's a big-ass owl.
That's a thick boy.
Here's what worried me, Zachary. Alex Jones, back in, I think, the mid to late 90s, maybe early 2000s. And this is a little education for those who don't know. Alex Jones, obviously a conspiracy guy, runs InfoWars News, very polarizing in today's world.
I love him.
I love him too.
He's so great. I want to do something with him before he's gone.
We will. He made his bones early on when he was like, he wasn't even friends with Joe Rogan at this point. Him and Joe Rogan got arrested protesting George Bush during the 2000 election. They ran around in George Bush masks.
I forget they're way back like that.
They're way, way back. 20 plus years back. And this was before that. So that makes me think it's the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, because this was after the story I told you about his grandfather, like right when he was on the up and up and he was really hitting these fuckers hard.
He snuck into, after he had caught wind of this organization, like a Skull and Bones type of deal called the Bohemian Grove. And what Bohemian Grove is, all the rich, and when I say rich, I mean billionaire, super rich, bankers, politicians,
elite of elites,
the elite of the elite. I'm not saying Zuckerberg and Google were there at this time. They probably have gone since.
Fuck him though. Fuck him.
I know.
Yeah.
But there's all the elites gather at this like resort type thing in the middle of the woods, and I don't know where, to be honest. And it's called the Bohemian Grove. And Alex Jones snuck in, and what they were doing was performing some kind of ceremony. And I'm going to butcher this too. There's so much more to this than I'm remembering right now.
And I know what you're talking about because I saw the video of him confronting someone about it after he busted it.
He went there with John Ronson, the man who wrote and then eventually had a movie made of The Men Who Stare at Goats. Remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
The Men Who Stare at Goats was about like a secret government program where these guys were trying to like use mental things to kill goats so they could eventually go into the military and use like mental things to kill people.
Okay.
A lot of military Area 51 type of conspiracy stuff. He went with the guy who wrote that book, John Ronson. Look him up. Amazing author, amazing podcast guest on Joe Rogan twice. And they snuck into this secret society organization where he saw politicians. Ronald Reagan was seen there. Nixon was seen there. Not during when Alex went, but I'm saying previous.
Yeah, eyewitness account.
And Alex got a video, and they were worshiping this giant. Everyone would like put on these hoods. Bankers, elites.
What is with these people in hoods?
They were worshiping what was looked at and called Moloch the owl god. And it was this giant wooden effigy of an owl.
Did it look like my owl?
Your owl was more impressive.
Okay.
And like way more technical. I don't think the head moved on this owl or the pupils dilated. But I want to say alongside the owl, there were like little effigies, like a statue made out of wood of children, little kids, and like little kids' coffins being, I don't know if kids were in them, and they would burn it. They would burn the kid effigies, and they would worship it. Politicians, Nixon, Reagan, bankers, those who run the world are doing this weird shit in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah, dude.
On video, not a conspiracy. It happened.
Why do you think Old Man Joe is so creepy with kids? I'm telling you, there is something about this pedophile ring. There's more to it. These fuckers are sick. I want to know more. We got to look into this more. But Alex Jones, he's seen it firsthand. So, like, that's why I'm like, I don't discredit this shit. And when he approached that guy, there's a video of him approaching a guy and confronting him about it, and the guy getting mad.
Yep.
And I remember he was like, or what did he say exactly? He's like, how dare you? Like, how can I, what did he say?
He went and talked to some guy. He's like, it's a gentleman's club, and you're not invited there, and it's a secret for a reason. Or
yeah, he's like, you shouldn't have been there. Why the fact that you were there? Well, he was getting way defensive on it. How did he sneak in?
I really don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch. I want to say he was so under the radar at that point. He
probably passes one of them.
Yeah, exactly. I think he just dressed normal. I think he stayed very low key. And just somehow was able to get in and walked around. And he still to this day wouldn't, and he released a whole DVD on it. So it's not like he's making this up. And he got a lot of shit for this. So he would walk around and I guess just tried to blend in. And automatically, when I saw that fucking owl at the EDC, I think about that experience, and I'm like, whoa. No, everyone's looking at that owl probably the way you're looking at it. Wow, that's cool.
Well, instead of by the owl, it wasn't little kids or anything. It was just half-naked women doing fucking crazy shit with, like, ribbons and stuff.
It's just weird.